before I talk, can we split this group here, this crowd, in three parts? This part, like straight here, and here, okay? And every time I point at one part, this part is clapping, okay? Okay, let's go. Together. I always wanted to do it, sorry. It has nothing to do with the presentation. So, but before we move on, I want to ask you a serious question. And now go really deep into yourself and ask yourself, why are you here? What is the reason that today, with this beautiful weather outside, we are sitting in a room which is really very wonderful, but why do we want to change education? Or why is it so important for us that we are here? The reason why I'm here and what Nick was already presented, we want to create an online platform and a collaborative structure for the transformation in education. And my offer to you is very unique today. Everybody who wants to be part of it, who wants to contribute, will become owner of this structure, of this organization, of this network, of this community. So what I'm offering today for our challenge is an ownership, and that you really create your own existence, your own reality in education. Because what we heard before is education belongs to everybody. I'm the co-founder of Presente, a think and do tank in education and social innovation. And for the last 4 years, we have been trying out concepts in self-organization, in transformation of systems, in ways of how to organize, in ways of how we can participate together, and how we can really collaborate together, all together. And actually, I'm the reason why you're here. So your answer before was why I'm here. We had the first education hackathon 2 years ago in Vienna, and after that we had 40 hackathons all around the world. We organized 20 hackathons in 20 different countries. Most of the time I even don't know the organizers. I met Nick yesterday for the first time. So there's a big movement going on all around the world. Many people want to change education. Many people think, what is the future in education? The thing is, the future of education is already here. We just have to organize, to learn how can we organize it better. That this is visible, the future. That we can really break out of our own limits, what we think that are holding us back. Nowadays, we have the resources, we have the technology to be all around the world, to have all the education that we need. We can really access with technology the best universities from all around the world. You don't have to be here. You can be on the beach. You can be on the environment where you really want to be. You don't have to work in a company anymore for 9 to 5. You can really decide depending on your needs, on your necessities. So on a small level, we can really create it in here with all the potentials that we have. How can we create this on a larger level, on a system level? We have the knowledge. There are amazing schools out there. There are amazing universities out there. There are people who are really the drive to really change education. So what is stopping? And very much what we found out, or what we are looking at, it's the structure. There's a structure missing where people can share information, where they can share their ideas, where they can share their doubts. And so what we found, or what we think that the structure can deliver, is on one side a training where you meet people. We came up with the EduHack Tour. That's a 6 weeks training program where you are outside of your comfort zone. You travel with 18 different people in a region where you even don't know the language maybe. And you learn people where you really can learn from what it means to set up your own education. And we're not talking about learning only. We're talking about really how can we work together with these new paradigms. So we came up with the education hackathons, and we came up with soul spaces, or spaces where people really live together for 6 months, for 3 months, where they really get out of their zone in order really to work with the help of communities, with the help of people, to realize their dreams. So these are fixed places. We have there's Alexander here who created it in Vienna. I just came back from Brazil. They're doing in really amazing spots, which are open for people who really want to take part of a transformation. And we start here in the education because we think this is the best way of really liberate and get out of the limitations that we set ourselves in many, many ways, in many ways how we see society altogether. So what we need for this challenge, we need game designers. We want to set up an IT platform with gamified tools. We want game designers to help to create a community which is also based on badge systems where you really can see how you develop yourself in work, in learning, where you really can support each other in the community. We are looking for web developers who are creating or further developing the prototypes that we have. So when you are interested in really creating a collaborative IT platform which is owned by the people who are really using it, this is really the moment that you really can join. We are looking for business growers and people who are really investors they are not looking at how is business done. We really want to see a community where we find people who say, okay, we don't know where we are going, but let's go together and let's do it with all the tools that we have, with all the resources that we have. What we can offer is for sure, we dream. We want a different world. We want the same world, but in a different manner. We want a society where we meet each other in ways where we don't have to play games, where it doesn't matter what you're doing, where you're coming from, what is your background, but where we are the same. We play. We want to create our own game. Out of that, if we really start working together, collaborating together, we can create an impact together. And the last thing is, we don't want really to create work for offer for work. If you see the studies in 20 years, 50% of the jobs that we know nowadays will be gone, substituted by computers, technology that we know. So we really have to think about how can we create a new existence together. And this is what we're going to offer to experience for the next 24 hours. And out of that, we are going to meet with you guys who are interested in creating this platform on this island over here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And the last thing is not a case.